Well, let's focus in on your most recent book, The Lost Diamond. Could you tell us a little about that?
This one, it's set in India, but the inspiration behind it came from a little newspaper article I snipped out years and years ago, and I just hung on to it, knowing that sooner or later I'd write a novel around this. It took me a while to get to it, but there had been a plane crash near the summit of Mont Blanc in the Alps, and the actual plane crash was in 1952, and there was a massive storm at the time, so nobody survived, and they weren't able to get to the wreckage before it was all completely covered with snow and entombed in the ice. And then bit by bit, parts of that plane crash have been brought down in glaciers, and then with global warming as well, every now and then something turns up, and it might be part of a seat. I hate to think it might be body parts, but who knows? Let's not go there. But one thing that did come down was a watch. It didn't say whether it was on anybody's, let's not talk about it. Anyway, this watch is engraved on the back, and the person that found it managed to track down descendants of the person that the watch belonged to, and reunited it with them. And as soon as I read that, I thought, that has dual timeline novel written all over it. That have to do that. And then the fact that the actual plane crash was Air India made me think of India. 1952 was when that actually happened, and I thought, I don't want 1952, I want 1947, because that's just before Indian independence. Really interesting time for the country. And India made me think of diamonds, cursed diamonds like the Kohinoor, and so it all sort of came together, from that really. And so the prologue starts with the plane crash and the character on it, and he loses a briefcase that contains something very valuable, which is then found by a couple of women who are hiking in the Mont Blanc area.